Welcome back, Nomads. Joaquin Silva here from That Simple Nomad. On today's episode, we'll be talking to Captain Miguel Loures for a new series called Coffee with Captains. Enjoy! Right, thank you very much, man, for doing this. I'm sure a lot of people will appreciate it. I'm sure it will benefit some people.
No
Appreciate it a
worries.
lot, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.
You can do a quick introduction about who you are, where you're from and everything, so people have an idea of what kind of pilots we have here in Susi Air.
No worries, man. I hope everybody likes it. Well, hey everyone, my name is Miguel Loures, and I'm a Brazilian pilot, 30 years old, and I've been flying here in Susi for around 4.5 years now. For a total of around 10 years in aviation, with which I've flown like around 3,000 hours up to date.
How long have you been in Susi Air? You said 4 years, right?
Yeah, a little bit over 4 years. I joined in, my interview was 2016, and I came for my intake in June 2017. So from December 2016 to June 2017, and so that's around that.
Okay, and did you find the training difficult when you joined, or the interview, did you find that challenging?
I did, man. That was pretty challenging, it was a lot of study. The guys take it very seriously here. We fly the Caravan, which is like not the most complex aircraft, but the way we study it and the procedures we have here, like they're very up to standards.
Okay, great. Did you find yourself, proud of having accomplished the interview and the training?
Sure thing, man. Sure thing. It was not my first job in aviation, but it was my first, let's say, more like an airline experience kind of job, because of all the training and everything. So I'll consider it my first, really serious pilot job.
Okay. And how long did you try applying before you got a call back?
That question dates back to after I finished my flight school. That was in 2012. I went back to Brazil, and then in 2013 I applied for the first time. I sent the emails and everything, but never got a response. And it was only after 3 years that I've actually got a chance here. Shout out to my friends Rodrigo and Thomas. They were the ones that paved my way in. They got a job here, and they helped me to get in after that.
So do you think it was luck, or the fact that you need somebody in order to come in Susi Air?
Well, it's a combination of things, because I was definitely lucky to have them helping me, and but without them, I don't think I would ever be here.
So you think it's necessary to have a community of pilots here that can bring people they know into Susi Air?
I don't know if it's necessary. Things have changed a lot since I joined, but it surely helps. It's definitely gonna help you if you know anybody, and then somebody can introduce you. Because they have a lot of CVs sent in every day. I don't know.
So you've been a captain for about 2 years, would you say?
Around 3 years.
Around 3 years.
Captain, yeah.
Which bases have you covered?
Well, since I was a co-pilot, I started off in Sumatra. I spent maybe around 6 months there when I was there, and I flew pretty much all the bases we used to have there. After that, I moved to Java for maybe 2 months, and right after that, I came to Papua, to this place, Merauke, and I spent another 6 months here maybe as a co-pilot, and after that I upgraded, went back to Java, 2 months there, and came back to Papua, and that's where I've been for 3 years or so.
Amazing. And for anybody that has never heard of Indonesia or is planning to come here as a pilot, can you describe one thing about each base that you would say, like Sumatra, Kalimantan, Java, Papua? Any differences that you can describe?
So when you join, after you do your intake, most of the guys, they start off either in Sumatra or Kalimantan. That was back in the days. I think nowadays it should be pretty much the same. So these bases are the ones that are best for you to start getting proficient in the operation, learning the Caravan a bit better, and because they are they're very cool to fly. They're beautiful and everything, but they're not like as challenging as Papua. So you have this time to like get up to speed with the operation and flying wise, you know, get your skills up to standards, and then once you're done with that, you're like, you know, proficient pilot. You start moving closer and closer to Papua, and that's where like most guys end up later on, you know. Papua is where we have like a little bit of like a lesser margin, you know, like the operation is a bit closer to like terrain and short strips and everything. So once you get here, it's where like you actually need to have the skills to fly here, because like mistakes are not very well like accepted, you know. I've been flying here most of my time in Susi Air, and I've learned a lot. As a captain, I didn't go to the mountains, but when I was a co-pilot, I had the experience to fly there and see what's actually happening there. And it's definitely something that you don't see in a lot of places, you know, like it's very special type of flying. Yeah.
So you've basically been here 4 years. You've been all over Indonesia. Is there a favorite base that you have?
Yeah, man, for sure. Like talking broadly, like Papua is my favorite place. Of course, like that's the place where I live most of my life here. But in Papua, I can't really like hide the fact that like Manokwari is my favorite place. You know, that's pretty much the dream coming true for a lot of guys, and especially the ones that like likes to surf. Because I would say like nowadays the only place here in Susi Air that can surf and fly every day. You know, when the season is on. You know.
Right.
So yeah, that's my favorite place so far.
So it's basically the goal for all the guys that are surfers that are coming to fly Susi Air. That's the dream for them to go to Manokwari.
Man, I would say so. You know, like I have mixed feelings about talking too much about Manokwari because I don't want to, you know, break any codes here. But it's definitely a place to check it out. You know, if you're into surfing.
Sick. And what would you say is the hardest part of the job?
Man, the job itself, it's hard, you know, like we fly a lot, we have, you know, tight schedules, we fly pretty much every day nowadays, and that's pretty hard, but like for me, the hardest part is like the sacrifices we make to be here, you know, like we're very far away from family, friends, social life. It's pretty much restricted to like us, you know, like the pilots in the pilot house. We don't have like many other friends outside pilot circle, you know. And yeah, like being here is, it can be a little bit of a struggle sometimes, you know, like it's not like the most developed place. And you know, depending on like what you're used to, you can miss a lot of things here. But for me, it's the distance from family and friends that is the hardest.
So where are you gonna be now? You've resigned already. You are moving to your next chapter in life.
Yeah.
What is ahead of you?
Yeah, I resigned. Like I just felt that I have had enough. You know, like I was just like a little bit tired of this whole nomadic lifestyle that we live here, and I was looking forward to have like a more, you know, like kind of like stable traditional life and go back to society and live with my friends and family. So yeah, my plans now are a bit like I want to still stay like in the aviation industry. So what I'm planning now is to try my luck in the drone industry. So I think it's like a new path in aviation that's opening up, and it's getting more and more serious. So I believe that the path for like professional drone pilots is gonna be like very broad and open, like in the near future. You know, like as like new regulations start to, you know, come up, and the whole like drone industry becomes more regulated, they will need professionals. You know, like not just like hobbyists that do like paid works. You know. So yeah, I'm gonna try that and see how I feel, see what's up, and but I don't like. I still consider like an airplane pilot job in the future. You know, I just if I find the right one, like I'll definitely go for it.
Brilliant. So that's a new challenge you're ready to tackle. That's amazing. And what do you think you'll miss the most once you leave here?
Man, I've been living here for 4 years, so like this kind of like became my home, you know, in a way. So for sure I'll miss like Indonesian people. Like they're so kind and humble, you know. They're very nice to be around and very respectful, and that's shouldn't be taken for granted. You know, it's not like this everywhere. Like once you come here, you feel so, you know, so good. Like they just like yeah, they just accept you very well, you know, even though you're like bullet, you know, foreigner here. So I'll miss that a lot, and of course I'll miss the food, you know, like all the grains and everything. And yeah, I'll definitely miss you guys as well, you know, like the community of pilots we have here is pretty special, you know, a lot of people from different backgrounds and that came here, like, just to live this adventure, and it was pretty amazing to be in the circle and all of you guys, and I'll definitely miss that.
The one last question, so you can go ahead and continue with your morning coffee. If you could go back and meet yourself again before you joined or before you moved to Indonesia, is there any advice you would give yourself?
Sure thing, man. Buy a GoPro. First thing you do when you come here, buy a GoPro and just like record the shit out of it, because this experience is beautiful and it's very, very, very unique. Like most probably you'll never see something like this in your life. So yeah, man, get those like records going, you know. And but yeah, besides that, man, just immerse yourself in this experience. Like if you come here, like don't look for something else, you know, while you're here. Learn the language, eat local food, like make local friends, and yeah, just live fully here, because that way you get the best out of the experience, you know, by far. And yeah.
All right, Captain Miguel Loures, thank you very much. It was awesome
Cheers,
flying
man.
with you.
Yeah.
Catch you
my
next time,
pleasure.
yeah?
Yeah. See ya.
So that's the end with Coffee with Captains. Muito obrigado a Capitán Miguel Loures, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.